lot of people don't realize we've been on this corner for as long as we have. So like we're, I think, the second oldest retail business, like from here to all the way downtown to the waterfront. I mean, on Pike Street. My name's Tony Krogan. We're here at 35th North Skate Shop in Seattle, Washington. We've been in business since 2001, and our first location was in the University District, above a record shop, behind a tattoo store, no windows. I think it was 300 square feet, something like that. When I look back at why I started this shop, it was probably because a lot of the shops here at the time really focused on snowboards, and it felt like skateboards were kind of an afterthought. So it felt like we could open up just a straight up skate shop with no snowboards. You know, I took money I had saved from working at a hotel for a while and got a really cheap space and said, you know, whatever, if I lose this money, I'll lose this money, but at least I tried to do it. And at the time I had a partner who helped a lot from 35th Avenue. He was a manager there, Matt Bennett. We're sister shops, like separately owned, but like without them, there is no us kind of thing. So yeah, with Matt and myself, we're like, oh, we should open a 35th in Seattle. Let's call it 35th North, because we're north of them. You know, we opened up some really, you know, awesome skaters that I grew up filming and stuff were immediately part of it. So we really had something cool right off the bat. And then after that, it's just like proving yourself by being there for the community and just making sure you're like honoring Seattle skateboarding.
It's hard to imagine Seattle without 35th. There's other shops nearby, but just given everything Tony's done for me and my friends and the whole scene, you know, down to Tony inviting us to be part of All City Showdown.
1, 2, 3. Come on! In order to get the support of the community, you have to support the community, so events is like super important for us. All City Showdown was one we did for like 12 years.
It says 8:27, we're done, I swear.
To 100 art shows, to every local guy making a video, make sure we support it and premiere it. I think probably like the best part almost of the shop for me is watching like video parts come out of someone local, or if it's like watching Griffin go pro for Girl or something. Anytime we see someone succeed in the scene, we feel like you succeeded too.
I'd say Tony does wonders for this area and the Seattle skate scene. He's definitely looking out as far as if you're continuing to, you know, film and make stuff.
Really, when you connect with the store, it's also connecting with a support group who just wants to see you do better, and then that like can bleed into the industry where, oh, they're getting backed by a store who's kind of like vetted them in a sense. Like if you're a kid that's like kind of a jerk or has a bad attitude, we can't tell a brand that like, hey, you need to sponsor this kid, because it would look bad on us.
35th's unique because they are always trying to like encourage kids to go skate and like reward them. They like throw on like different events, whether it be contests or meetups, art shows, you know, like they're always trying to get like community together like all the time, which is sick because sometimes you don't, it sucks up here with the rain, you know, so it's like sometimes you don't want to do that, you know, but then it's like, oh, there's like an art show tonight or whatever.
We've been really lucky to have an incredibly strong female skate scene here, female and like non-binary, and we've been evolving in all the right ways, and we've had such an awesome groundswell of that in Seattle, thanks to like Skate Like a Girl and Kristen Ebling, who rides for the shop, a local pro. Like she's been integral in like making that happen. So it's only a big positive.
What's up? I'm Kristen Ebling. I'm from Seattle, and I ride for 35th North. Skate Like a Girl is a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and our whole mission is to create a more inclusive skateboarding community. And we do that through different like camps and programs and events. Things like Wheels of Fortune, which is like an annual gathering of non-traditional skaters here in Seattle, like pros, but different crews from all over the world come together. So it's all about just shifting the narrative of how people skateboard and who can skateboard. And 35th is pretty integral to Wheels of Fortune. It's been running, this next one's gonna be our 11th annual event. And so throughout the years, 35th has always been involved, donating product and just helping us get judges and filmers to come and be a part of the event, just kind of supporting us there. But more recently, it's been the kind of center point for our karaoke night. Tony let us do karaoke in here, and it was like a mosh pit. It was crazy. This place was packed, And my favorite memory, though, is outside of that is later that night, Tony was power vacuuming because this used to be all carpet. And I was like, dude, Tony, I'm so sorry we made such a mess. And he's like, dude, that's what this place is for.
If you take your eye off of skateboarding as a foundation of your skate shop and you're just buying and selling stuff, it's no, because when all those other things slow down, because I've been in business long enough that they do slow down, what bails you out every time is skateboarders and skateboarding. I have so much love and appreciation for those people who've supported us that, of course, I would do it again, no question.